Good morning, and welcome to your weekly message from First Congregational Church, Milford, New Hampshire. I'm your pastor, Al Hoyt. Today is Thursday, October 19th. From 9:30 to noon, the Garden Friends will be meeting on the grounds. At 7:30 this evening is choir rehearsal. If you're interested in coming and singing with us, please do. Come down and check it out. We have an awful lot of fun preparing for our music, and it's just a good group of people that enjoy being with each other and making music together. On Saturday, October 21st, will be the men's breakfast at the Masonic Hall. I will not be able to attend because also on Saturday, October 21st, is the New Hampshire Conference United Church of Christ's annual meeting at the Crappone Conference Center. Verna and I, Verna is one of your delegates, and Sue and Carl Darlene will also be all attending. And we'll report back on anything that happens there that's worthy of reporting. So this Sunday, October 22nd, at 9 a.m. is Adult Bible Study in the Parish House. At 10 a.m. will be our church service in person and live streamed. Following the church service is coffee hour. More about that later. At noon, registration begins for the Greater Nashua Crop Walk. Now, I know several people are walking. At 1 o'clock, there's opening ceremonies for the crop walk, and at 1:30 will be the step off at Temple Beth Abraham on 4 Raymond Street in Nashua. Tuesday, October 24th, the Souhegan Valley Chorus will be rehearsing in the sanctuary. Wednesday, October 25th at 7:30 p.m. is the church council meeting. The Zoom link will go out that afternoon. It is a hybrid meeting. Thursday, October 26th, from 9:30 to noon, is Garden Friends in and about the grounds. At 10:15 a.m. on Thursday, October 26th, the Jacques School will be doing their emergency evacuation drill. Our parish house is one of their destinations when they do the evacuation drills. So it'll be a bunch of kids coming over from the school with adults and a resource officer. It's always interesting to watch what happens with those. At 7:30, of course, is choir rehearsal. Sunday, October 29th, is All Saints Sunday and will be our Remembrance Day, when we remember those who have passed in the last year and those who we recall with love. Get this in. Halloween is being celebrated on October 31st. It's also my granddaughter's birthday, one of my granddaughter's birthdays. And we are hosting Trunk or Treat from 6 to 8 p.m. We need trunks. We need people for setup at 5 p.m. and takedown after 8. And contact Vicki if you have any questions. So, in reading the daily devotional that came on Tuesday, it was Vince Amlin, who's a regular writer in the Still Speaking group, wrote something that just tickled me. Anyone who knows me, and I'm sure if Verna watches this, she will laugh outright. Vince wrote what's called People of the Books. And he quotes John 21, verse 25. But there are also many other things that Jesus did. If every one of them were written, I suppose that the world itself could not contain the books that would be written. And Vince writes, recently, I reorganized my books. My intention had been to consolidate all the unread ones on a single shelf where I'd be more likely to see them, and theoretically at least, read them. Then I counted my unread books, and I decided the shelf would be for the unread books that I most wanted to read. They almost fit. Later, I was introduced to the Japanese concept of sundoku, the practice of accumulating unread books and letting them pile up around you without being overly concerned about getting them. It's very freeing. I don't know what Sudoku is supposed to be about or for. It's supposed to teach you something or not. I know my own pile of books is good for my humility. So much knowledge, wisdom, and beauty that I will never take in. Could never take in. It's that way with Jesus, too. John says, however much you've read, however much you think you know, there's so much more. Too much for even the world to hold, let alone me. Humbling, but also exciting. That's the other feeling I get from that shelf of unread books. There is still so much to learn, to explore, so much good stuff to discover. Maybe even my favorite book hiding somewhere in that pile. It's also that way with Jesus. We will never know enough to consider ourselves experts. But what a joy it is to dive in, to find some hidden beauty, a new story just waiting there for us. Maybe our favorite one yet. And Vince offers this prayer. Uncontainable Christ, tell me more. Those of you who know me know that I have a shelf of unread books. Every once in a while I pull one down and start to read it, and I get so taken up in it that I forget about all the other books that I haven't read yet, or the books that I love that I want to go back and read again. I like that optimistic look at those books. When I look at that shelf and I say, oh, I too have more to learn. Please join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Well, it's been a busy couple of weeks. It looks to be a busy few more. Of course, we have Trunk or Treat coming up, and before we know it, the Hollyberry Fair will be on top of us again. So it's an exciting time here at the church. I hope you will come down and join us in the excitement, in the learning, and bring your friends. Until I see you again, take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And God bless you.